Barcelona Olympics, and I remember watching a man not from too far away, Liverpool Christie, winning his 100-metre gold medal. I remember his big cheesy grin and his pearly white teeth as he's standing on top of the rostrum, and he had the Union Jack wrapped around his shoulders. And like a lot of 9-year-olds, I was a cocky little kid, so I thought that was going to be me. 10 years time, grow up, get hench like Linford and be the next Olympic sprint champion. So on that day, I remember being inspired and running downstairs, and there was 3 of my friends standing there, and I was like, come on, let's have a race. So me and my friends sprinted down the road, people looking at us, thinking, what are you doing? But I never remember. You know what I mean? Where do you think I came? Yeah. I thought you might say that. No, I didn't come last. I definitely didn't come first. I was third out of 4, which isn't obviously a great result. So my dreams of being a sprinter were pretty much dashed at the very first attempt. Luckily for me, my mum took me to loads of different sports to try lots of different things. I was what is known as a trier. Tried everything. Never really excelling at too much. Started judo at 6 years old, and like a lot of young people, you do it because it's fun. And you do it primarily because you get to fight your friends and you don't get in trouble. And I muddled through my career just doing sport for fun and enjoyment, which is what it's all about really, and what I think is a great opportunity that sport provides. And at 13, I moved away from my local judo club, so I live just down the road, and I compete for Wilson Judo Club. But I moved away, so I couldn't do judo anymore. And so I went through those few years not really doing much sport, and it wasn't until 16 after the GCSEs I came back to the area, and I kind of was lost on summer holidays. And I remember sitting there at home thinking this was great for the first 2 days of the summer, sitting there doing nothing. We started to get a bit bored, not really doing much. And then I remember thinking, I wonder what everyone's doing at the judo club. So I walked back to my judo club, and I walked through the door, and I remember seeing my coach's face, thinking, oh my God, he might tell me to go away, thinking, where have you been for the past 4 years? But I remember him saying, are you alright? I said, yeah. And he asked me one question, are you training? And I think in judo, in case you don't know, the sport where you get to throw your people about, hold them down, make them strangle them, arm lock them, make them submit. So I thought, oh, maybe not. I shouldn't really go straight back into it. Might get hurt the first night, but obviously, yeah, it's the mind phase. And as easy as that, he threw me a kit and I put it on, and I started training. And I remember walking in, and there's a long walk up to the change room. You walk in and see all these pictures on the wall. And I remember noticing some of my friends before I had stopped, like they had their pictures on the wall. And at my judo club, you get your picture on the wall if you achieve 1 of 3 things. You get your black belt, you get a national medal, or you get to represent Great Britain. I remember like doing a double take at a few of the pictures, thinking they weren't better than me. They weren't better than me when we were kids. And so already I sowed this seed in my mind where I thought, maybe I could get my picture on the wall. And so I set about training a lot harder. 16, we started training. 3 times a week, started improving, getting a bit better. Cut a long story short, I managed to achieve that thing. I got my first national medal at 18, and all these little kids running around the club at 12 getting their first national medal. But I got mine at 18, and I got my black belt a little bit after that. So I had my picture on the wall. I won't show you the picture. I was a bit bigger back in the day. But that was the beginning of me back in my judo. And it went from there, from not just wanting my picture on the wall, to wanting to be not number 3 in the country, but be number 1 in the country. And over that year I improved, worked hard, and I managed to go to a thing called the Junior European Championships. So I was doing pretty well, I was alright. But what a shock I got to when I got to seniors, and I got thrown on my head at the first national senior championships. Now, I've been fortunate enough to compete for GB. I managed to win the British Championships, managed to win the Commonwealth.